What up, everybody? It's Conservative Nerd here. How you guys doing? I got my comic reviews. I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna do it like I did last week, and if you guys don't like it this way, you can let me know, and I can go back to the old way. But we're gonna try it. I just, I think I read about 10 to 12 comics, and I'm just kind of gonna talk about the state of the industry, and every week. Unless, if you guys want me to go back to the old way of doing it, I can. But this is, just going to talk about what happened in the week and what I think of the companies and the state of the industry by what I read. And, I usually read, like, the top stuff and try to read what should be selling and that kind of stuff. And can I say this? I loved, DC's, Vertigo book, Imaginary Fiends, okay? I liked the first 5 issues. I thought it was a really good book. I was really into it. One of my favorite reads. And issue 6 has this whole spiel about Muslims. Oh my god, dude. So, yeah, I'm going to spoil this. So if you're reading this book, hey, I'm sorry. I'm just going to talk about this one part. It's at the end, or it's not really anything. But so, this chick has this imaginary monster that's real, and she gave it to the town because the town, okay, believe this is a plot. The town, when she got back to the town, they were so crazy, they killed all the Muslims in town because of 9/11. They went crazy, killed them all, and then they started killing each other because they were so afraid that they could be Muslims. And I quit reading it. I'm sorry, but geez, man, nobody acts like that. I swear to God, man, what is wrong with you people, dude? I'm just so sick of you people, and you're like Muslim. Like, we're all just, you act like white people are out there destroying Muslims every year. It doesn't happen. Doesn't freaking happen, okay? I swear that it doesn't happen. You know what? Show me all the stories of all the horrible white people that went and killed Muslims for no reason. Because if there was that was happening, it'd be on the news every 5 seconds. Because they would love that. Because that suits their narrative perfectly. But you don't see it, ever. You know why? Because it doesn't fucking happen. Yeah, so I quit reading that. I feel like, too, a lot of these writers, I feel like they think, okay, well, all right, I'll hook them. I feel like so many times where, especially like when you get into like Vertigo or Image or stuff where they're telling their own stories, it's almost like they're like, okay, I'll hook them, and then they'll be hooked. So then they'll have to listen to my rhetoric on the 5th, 6th issue. No, I don't. I quit. I stopped reading. I gave up. I'm not gonna read books if you put crap in there like that. You lost a customer. Boom, I'm done. I'm done with your book, and I'm done reading it, and that's it. You lost a customer. So, good job, Ooh, you really hooked me. You didn't hook me that much. You thought you did, but, I loved the book, but I'm not going to read crap. I'm not going to read propaganda. It's just not going to happen. I read to be entertained. I don't read to be, re-educated, okay? Alright, so, now back to, I read Hunt for Wolverine, and again, it wasn't very good. Okay, is this a typical boring X-Men story where the Reavers are going to steal the adamantium statue of Wolverine, and the X-Men show up and chase him off, and then realize that Wolverine's not there. And here's where I was like, it was nothing special. Wolverine's like in 2 panels, and it's dumb. But I will say this. You get to the end of it, and the X-Men, the main, everybody else is back on that doesn't matter, is back on the ship, but the main people that are wondering what they should do are all talking, and it's Kitty Pryde, 2G Grays, Psylocke, Storm. It's just so weird. It's like, when did all the women, women become the men, like, oh, send the men back to the ship because this is women stuff. It's like, what? Man, these books have gotten so insane, like, with the reversal of gender roles, that it's just insane. It's like almost, yeah, all new Wolverine. All the heroes are dead except for the 4 or 5 of the shittiest lady heroes you can imagine, like Captain Marvel and Girl Hawkeye. Yeah, Marvel comics are terrible, man. They've just gotten worse and worse. Best books I read this week were Hal Jordan, and Hal Jordan was great, and The Flash is really good, and Suicide Squad, I've been loving that. That's a really solid book. If you're not reading Suicide Squad, man, you're missing out on probably the manliest book in comics right now. I'd have to say, like, yeah, without a doubt, probably the most, like, just good time. That and Hal Jordan are, like, the only 2 books that, like, 15 years ago would have sold. The rest of the stuff, even 15 years ago, people would have looked at it like, what is this shit? You know, because at least, to me, like, about 15 years ago was comics, like, really understanding who their audience was, and then, yeah, I just all of a sudden they stopped. They just stopped understanding who their audience was. Because there was a time when I think they knew who their audience was men who like action. And I think that's kind of gone. And now it's just a bunch of people that hate the audience, hate men who like action, and just want to write weird indie stuff. And that's kind of why Marvel's kind of turned into a weird indie company. And DC's like, still DC, you know, I feel like they still have a structure where their superheroes is still, like, they want to make superhero books with their superheroes, which is good, because Marvel doesn't. But the problem I have is, you can tell that the writers and artists they have there, you know, Robert Venditti isn't one of them. Ethan Van Sciver's definitely not one of them. But there are a few that really want to get this superhero crap out of the way at DC and start, you know, injecting that Young Animals crap into it. And I'm sure if it sold, they would, but it doesn't. So they really can't right now, but they want to. I think the way DC's structured better than Marvel, so I think the writers have less say, and they have a better editorial at DC. I know for a fact they do. Marvel's editorial is shit. They don't do anything. They don't care. All they check for is make sure the books aren't right-wing. I think 90% of editorial at Marvel is, oh, that's a white male. You got to get him out of the book. We can't have white males doing that. Being heroic. That's horrifying. Yeah, that's 95% what goes on in Marvel is make sure white males aren't the heroes of the story. That's about it. But yeah, it's definitely sad when a book I was reading and I enjoyed is turning into garbage. I didn't even finish it. I didn't even finish the book. I just like, but I'm done. That's it. You get to that page, and I was just like about 7th or 8th page into it, 6 maybe. I don't know. Just, I'm done. I can't take it. I'm not going to read propaganda. If I wanted propaganda, I would have bought Infidel. But I didn't because it sucks, okay? I see people do pervert reviews. Don't. You know, don't give her credit. Don't even bring this to notice, you know? This person is a piece of living shit, okay? You know? We shouldn't, you know, hype her or anything or give anybody any reasons to, you know? If you want to, I guess it's your opinion. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, you know? But I really don't think we need to give Michelle Perez any hype or anything to sell her book or any notice, because let's face it, that book is garbage. I don't have to read it. I don't have to look at it. I already know it's hell. It's hell. Yeah. So to tell you the truth, it was an okay week. DC still DC. Flash was good. Suicide Squad was good. Hal Jordan was good. You know. Marvel's still Marvel. I don't think I read anything good from them. XL's 1 might be the worst thing I've ever read. Or XL's 2, actually, because 1 was terrible, and I thought 2 was even worse. And I've seen people saying that it was good, but I really just, I swear to God, Salad Man Ahmed is just sitting around going, man, I could write anything I want and they'll print it. I swear to God, he just realized that with XLs and just thought, well, man, I don't even have to try because there ain't no way, like, that book you're trying, dude, because that book is rotten. I don't, unless Marvel must really think 5-year-olds buy books because that's who this book is for. I can't imagine anybody over the age of 7 years old who could take this book seriously. If you're over the age of 7 and you like Exiles, you got some maturity problems. But yeah, the state of comics right now is miserable. Every day that Marvel doesn't go out of business it blows my mind. How Disney can just say, okay, well, why are we putting money into this? You know, I mean, we already have the stories. I mean, come on, you're not gonna make movies off these stories, like these new stories. You really think somebody wants to watch the Gail Simone Domino? Oh my God, nobody wants that. The Three's Company version of Domino? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants these sitcom is gonna turn these little sitcom comic books into movies. They're terrible. Nobody wants all new, all different Tom Taylor Wolverine. That book is wretched. But yeah, that's what we got. Wretched. So yeah, Disney'd be better off just dropping Marvel. Just stopping the comic books, because you're never gonna get movies out of these. If that's what you think, you're gonna get movies out of this stuff. You're not. This stuff is rotten. You're gonna get flop movies. You're gonna bankrupt the company off this stuff. I mean, come on. Name me one Miss Marvel storyline that they can make a movie out of. Well, yeah, you can't, because they're all the same storyline. Some white guy does something horrible to the Muslim people. You know, it's almost always the same. Or a mayor comes in and ruins the town, or racism. It's all the same. It's the same storyline over and over and over again. Yeah. The state sucks of comics right now. If I had any picks for this week, it would be Hal Jordan, Suicide Squad were top picks. I've been enjoying the Avengers thing. This was the last issue of it, and it was just kind of like a little, we get to see everybody shake hands and say we did a great job. And yeah, it's a pointless book, so I'm not going to recommend that. There wasn't anything from Marvel where I think I'd recommend this week. It was pretty terrible week for him. Killer Be Killed by Image was great. That's always great. And Imaginary Fiends, which had been really good, let me down. I hate that book now. I'm not reading it. Yeah, it was stupid. That was just so stupid. I couldn't even take it. Like, the town went so crazy and feared Muslims so much. Yeah, well, come on, dude. So dumb. You know, you people in the comics industry, you just have such a low outlook on middle America that it's just like, what the hell, man? You're a bunch of weirdos who think men are evil and women are the geniuses and greatest things. Like, you're brainwashed psychopaths, man. People are just people. You don't have to put these stupid contextual things on everything, man. Like, people are people. We're just people. We're all different. We're not all the same. So stop acting like we are. Like, Marvel sucks. It sucks so bad. But yeah, that's my review for the week. A little different. If you guys like the old style better, you just let me know in the comments, and I can always go back. But I don't know. I just thought I'd be doing something different than everybody else, where I just talk about the week of comics, you know, and my thoughts on it after reading what I read and what I think, and a little different, try to do a little different take on it maybe. But you guys let me know. Yeah, I mean, just to go through a list and read them up, you know, anybody, you know. So I just thought I'd do something different. But yeah, this is how I'm going to be doing them, unless you guys don't like it, and then I can always switch back. But yeah, it was a terrible week. I mean, yeah, when I look, I should be able to pick up 10 books and like them all, you know, and be like, okay, well, these are books. There should be at least 10 books a week to, you know, adult men, because that's who keeps this company alive. And you guys, I know you don't think it. I know that it just boils your little blood when you think that males keep this company alive, but they do. I'm sorry, but they do. And when you ignore us and hate us as much as you do, that I can't find 10 books that I could read, you know, your industry's gonna fall. I mean, it's just as simple as that. The industry's gonna fall. yeah, I don't see as many women as you think there are reading comics. I don't see as many people of color as you think there are reading comics. I think you're writing comics to a fandom audience that doesn't exist. You get by on cucks. That's what you get by on, is white male cucks who buy your books because they're cucks. But other than that, yeah, that's the only thing you're getting by on right now is cuck dollars. And once those cuck dollars run dry, you guys are done. I mean, you can't keep, the industry can't sustain itself like this. You're selling comics to an audience that doesn't buy comics, and they're not going to keep buying it. Where do they get these? How do they know? You know, if I'm not into comics and I don't watch comics videos on YouTube, how do I know what I should be buying and what I shouldn't be buying? Exactly. You don't. You have no idea. So if you're not into comics, you're not going to get them into comics. You know how you would get them into comics? Advertising. Advertising it in front of your movies, or advertising on television, or advertising on YouTube. But you don't, do you? You don't do that. So how are you going to get this fandom audience? You're not. But you rejected the audience that you have, which is the worst business model probably that's ever existed. So yes, you are the worst. Marvel Comics is probably the worst company I've ever seen. Image is getting to be a close second, though. But Image still puts out a few decent things. Whereas really Marvel doesn't, man. Hunt for Wolverine should have been, you know, super cool, or you know, it should be Wolverine because that's what we want. But no, it's just a bunch of women X-Men. It's just a bunch of chick X-Men. Everything that they sell you as a man is a scam to teach you or re-educate you, and they expect us to keep paying for this scam, and yeah, it's not gonna happen. You guys can fuck off and die, because you know nobody cares. If Marvel dies tomorrow, we're pretty much at the point where we don't care. And when you can look at somebody like Malin and DNC, whose book's like 85,000 right now, like, yeah, we don't need Marvel. We really don't. If they fall tomorrow, who cares? I mean, yeah, it sucks for the comic shops, but, I mean, how many times can you say, hey, the comic shops are dying, and they just say, me. They don't care. They don't care. You seem like they would, but they don't. They're evil people. Either fire the whole lot of them, or go out of business. One or the other, man, because I never thought I'd say this, but man, I hate that company. I hate Marvel Comics. I've loved that company since I was a kid, since I was a little kid. And yeah, right now I despise that company, everything it stands for and everything it does. I think they're wretched, rotten, evil people. And yeah, I mean that's where we're at right now. Is if Marvel went out of business, I'd be like, yeah, good job, America. Way to put out shit out of business. But yeah, it's that bad. But DC's still DC. I think they keep their company running like a company at least, and a lot of their weirdo stuff doesn't seep into their mainstream stuff, and you know, which is smart. But yeah, I don't see it getting any better at Marvel anytime soon. I think we got more and more of this crap, of these women books, and when you even like something like Hunt for Wolverine ends up being a women's book, you know we're in trouble. So anyways, guys, like that's my comic talk for the day, and or reviews, or I guess I didn't really review much. I just talked about comics and the state of comics and what I read. So that's how I'm gonna do it. If you guys don't like it, if you like the other way, just hit me up in the comments, and I can always go back. But see what you think of this, and yeah, as always, you know, guys, have a great day, and enjoy the comics.